Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
On first down, Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The Eagles at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
19 Tiger.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll go again with Hall. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. The 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Certainly not what they wanted there. So the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines. And that is a penalty every time. And going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this. And most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit. And now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll find Hall.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Ruckert.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt.
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 19-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Come 19! Come 19!
Here's Hurts to throw.
Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the left hash, this from 46. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is what we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Play action. Now Wilson.
And this one too low.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Two seconds to go, first quarter.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Connection made to Ruckert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. That's caught left side. Ruckert with it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Wilson.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Trap 60, Riggs, Riggs.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum. because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Let's go now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ready, go. Cowboy 80.
Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Throwing on second down, Wilson.
And check down, complete to Hall.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
You see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Wilson. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receiver.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The play fake. Here's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
On second down at 4, Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Come on, set.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Moore. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Wilson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
After the sack on first down, Wilson over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throw over the middle. He's got Ruckert. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, 27 yards. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Jets 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And now here's another interception.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here's Hall again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
That pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They go play action with Wilson. On the crossing route, complete. It's Wilson. Touchdown!
Garrett Wilson.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Ready, break! $60
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Back in 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Ready. Warriors 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
He's got Watkins on the out route. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
62 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Hall, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his third pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Come on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
18 Cardinals.
They start the drive here with Gainwell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Finding Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He's back to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you've got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
Ready. 79 Broncos. Chapter 11.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head.
just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Jets. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's Wilson to throw right away.
And incomplete to open things up.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
On third down, here's Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now here's the option play going left. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert flushed out right.
This is swung out to Eckler. On the move past the 40.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
But, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Berrios now from his end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Herbert off of play action. It's Williams on the catch. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.